Welcome back, subscribers. This will be video blog number 5. I've had incredible feedback after covering how to make big goals easier by making them smaller in last week's video. A lot of people have come forward and been like, you know what, I did start on this, or I have started on that. Really cool to hear everyone's feedback. It's neat to be able to share what I'm learning and be able to share it with everybody. It's really neat. I like it a lot. It helps keep me motivated, keeps me driven. Oh, hi. At the end of the video last week, I said we'd cover 3 things: setbacks, doubters, and negativity. I can honestly say I wasn't enthused to cover the topic, but it's a really big thing. I struggle with some things every single day, and I can't be the only one, right? I'd be lying if I said I was looking forward to doing this video, but a smart friend of mine told me that there's something you gotta do, you should reward yourself after. Then you want to get the thing done so that you can reward yourself. Brilliant, thank you. Now, as luck would have it, the reward to myself is actually more work. Sometimes I don't know about this guy. Simple rewards aren't going to do for this. I needed a big reward. I needed a feel-good reward. So I actually came up with a concept. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the streets and talk to people that most people avoid. That's like me in elementary school and high school. Man, no wonder I didn't stay in school. But seriously, what I'm actually referring to is people on the streets, people who live on the streets. I can't imagine, and I was a lot closer to that than I'm going to let myself believe right now. It's okay, he doesn't know. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is talk to somebody on the street who is where I potentially could have been if I didn't have a very loving and supportive family. Most of them. If I didn't have the support of my family, I probably would have had my car taken away by now, or I'd be living on the street, or I'd be living in my car, or be living on my car on the street. Anyway, my goal, and I'm going to put this live right now on the internet for 2017, is to find somebody on the street and try to help them get off the street, but without really giving them much of anything except for knowledge and a lending ear to listen. What if I put them through the same steps that I went through on my first 4 videos? Then what? What happens? Some people will say it's a complete waste of time. They've thrown away their lives. Or, I don't understand why they do that. There's help for those people. Don't they know that? Let's see what we can do for this guy. Or girl, I guess. Alright, now with my reward firmly in check, let's get to work. What do you do when you get a text message this morning saying that doctors are still going to go ahead with surgery because things look about the same after months of work and not laying around? What do you do when you have a family member tell you you can't do that? Someone close to you. That's big. It's rough. What do you do when people behind your back say, he can't do that? I don't know anyone that's done that before. What do you do when you have friends that want to go on a weekend-long trip and visit and hang out and have good times? What do you do when you're working really, really hard, but yet bills still keep coming in and you're not there yet? What do you do when you have friends that say, hey, you know what, let's let it go this time because here's a perfectly good reason to let it go, and it's okay because, you know, this is a good reason to not do something. You know what, you guys, I'll tell you what I do. You fight harder, you train harder, keep your goals in mind. That's what separates winners from losers, okay? That's what separates the successful from the not successful, okay? The winners aren't afraid to fail. They're not afraid to have someone say, you know what, I'm sorry, you can't get that job. They're not afraid to hear, I'm sorry, you're not qualified for this position. Because they know that they're going to get qualified. They're not afraid to get the no's. They're not afraid to come back from that. I am bombarded with challenges, but you know what? It's teaching me something. I am dealing with negativity much better. You know, the harder the hit, the harder it's like, man, I already took a pretty hard hit, and I am still vertical. So, winning. Now, when it comes to information, I don't make any of this up. I learn as I go, and I just repeat on here what I learn, and hopefully someone else can learn from what I learned. It's a lot of learns. I remember when I learned once. I remember this one time I learned at something. Yeah, I remember this one time I was out on the farm, I learned something good. Woo! I'm so sorry about that. I hate when that happens. Alright, the book in question is Brandon Burchard, The Motivation Manifesto. Great book. Thanks, Roomie. It's not mine, it's my roommate's. Yo, thanks, bro. Alright, so I'm going to read a paragraph of this book. Now hang in there with me, okay? Alright, hang in with me. It's a little heavy. We'll cover it. There is no veil of ease about the extraordinary effort required to be free. Breaking from conformity and pursuing our own dreams will bring some discord upon us. There will be personal struggle and sacrifice, fear and misfortune as we try to exert ourselves in the world once more. A vital dedication to our genuine nature and our dreams will annoy people or raise their ire. It will injure egos, step on toes, split relationships, and force interventions with those who try to limit us or stop our march. We might have to confront the bullies, break up with the jerks, leave the poisonous work environment, and challenge others to higher standards. This couldn't be more true. Incredible. Mind-blowing. And what did he say? Brennan's really saying here is this is not going to be easy, and we're going to hit these roadblocks along the way, right? As we pick up new habits, it'll change. It can change. You can drastically change who you hang out with. Just ask anyone with bad habits, right? See if they had friends they did those bad habits with. And then they tried to quit while doing that bad habit with those friends. Habits. So what's worked for me for overcoming obstacles? I just keep telling myself I can do this. It's just one more challenge that I'm going to come out stronger. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's about you making a decision in your head. Do I really want this? Or do I kind of want this? See where I'm going with this? And now I highly recommend we end on a good note. Here are some people that really inspire me when I'm having those rough days or I'm dealing with a lot of negativity or doubters or what have you. Here's some great people that inspire the heck out of me. Henry Ford, Ford Motor Company, get this, went broke 5 times before creating Ford Motor Company and eventually seeing huge success. That's a lot of failures, and to come back from them and not just be like, oh man, I failed again. Yeah, I should just go work somewhere. It would have been way easier to do that. It would have been way easier to do that. But the reward, not even close, right? Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper because, get this, he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Whoops. Walt Disney then started a number of businesses and then went bankrupt. All that, and still managed to turn around, create Walt Disney. Like the billion-dollar empire. Mr. Thomas Edison was told by teachers that he was too stupid to learn anything. Wait a minute, I think I've been told that. Work was no better for him, as he was fired from multiple jobs. Even as an inventor, it took him 1,000 attempts before he created the very first light bulb. Alright, pretty cool. I mean, how many things have you tried 999 times and kept going? How many times have you failed at something 999 times and tried again? Yeah. One more. Michael Jordan. He was cut from his high school basketball team. Okay, for starters, whoa. So who wouldn't have stopped right there? How many of you guys wouldn't have stopped right there? As soon as you're cut from a high school team, how do you not tell yourself, okay, well, I guess I'm just not a basketball player. Guess what? He had a dream. He kept playing basketball, and he had failures in his career as well. He said he's missed around 9,000 shots. He's lost almost 300 games. And on 26 occasions, he's been trusted to make the game-winning shot and has missed. And yet he is still remembered as one of the biggest name in basketball. Incredible. Doesn't matter where you're at, you can always climb back out and climb up and pass people because you care. Not because you want to power watch Netflix. So next week I'm going to have something new. I'm going to have somebody on the show. I'm going to do what? He's young, motivated, driven, and his goals are just as wild as mine. He's a good friend of mine, and he's really brilliant. He's going to be a big success. See you guys next week. I've had a couple of people tell me they didn't get a notification when the last video came out. What you need to do is go to my channel page, and you're going to click a little bell at the top right of the page. Click the bell, check the box, hit save, boom, Bob's your uncle. You have an Uncle Bob? I don't have an Uncle Bob. Whose Uncle Bob is that originally talking about? So if you guys have an Uncle Bob, please comment below. No, I'm just kidding, don't do that. If you have no bell, that means you haven't subscribed yet. So you gotta click the subscribe button, it's the red one. Peace out, you guys.